Hello YouTube and welcome to the comic book channel. It's been a long time. I haven't made a video in quite a few weeks. I'm going to go with 3 or maybe 4 weeks at this point. That of course is because of the coronavirus pandemic outbreak, COVID-19 nonsense. There's been no new comic books to buy, to show hauls of, or do reviews or anything fun. I kept contemplating if I should make videos, if I should read some, do some reviews, showcase things. I don't know, I was kind of at a loss. And then I remembered that there are still websites, and there's still websites with dollar bin comic books, which is one of my favorite things in the world. I love dollar comics. I love finding cool comics in the dollar bins and buying them and collecting them and all of that. So, without any further ado, without any more introduction in this, or actually I take that back with a little bit more introduction, I found a sale at the website, thehaulofcomics.com. This is not a plug for them. I have no idea who they are, but they sent me this cool little note with a thank you. And I bought a bunch of dollar comic books from them. They had a really good deal, the dollar comics, plus they gave away some free based on quantity and all of that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and show you what I got. I split them up the way that I normally do with my books, Marvel, DC, Independence, and whatnot. So I'll start with this one. This is issue number 1 of this volume of Master of Kung Fu. I got issue number 1 through 3 of Red Wolf. So there's number 1. There's number 2. And there's number 3. Also was able to fill some holes in my A-Force. So here's issue number 7. Issue number 8. Issue number 9, as well as issue number 10. Here is a copy of issue number 1 of the 12-part mini or limited series of Vision and Scarlet Witch. So that was a cool book in a really good condition to find in a dollar bin. I was excited about that. Grabbed Web of Spider-Man issue number 10. As well as the Marvel 25th anniversary frame cover of that, issue number 20. I already have this book. I try to collect all of these anniversary frame covers. Some of them are a little bit harder to get, especially like the Star Comics ones. But I already had a copy of this, but why not get another copy? Plus, I think this one looks a lot cleaner than mine. Here was Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur issue 43. Somehow missed that one originally, so picked that up for $1. Here is Dazzler issue number 23. Another hole in my Dazzler run filled there. Here's the Excalibur special edition or something. I don't know exactly what it's titled. I don't know. It's a much thicker book, and then it's got this little back cover there with the barcode and all that. Here is Uncanny X-Men issue 501. One of the very few holes that I have left in my Uncanny X-Men run. Here is Weird World issue number 4. Of course, has that cool Man-Thing head going on with the lily pads or whatever those, yeah, lily pads there. So it's a really awesome cover. I like that a lot. Here is Ultimate Spider-Man issue number 98. Some cool stuff in the dollar bins. Here is another copy of the volume 2, number 1 of Squirrel Girl. Unbeatable Squirrel Girl number 1. Here is a action figure variant for Spider-Gwen issue number 8. A copy of issue number 13 of Miss Marvel. Here's, I don't know exactly, I guess this would be considered volume 2 of Ultimate Spider-Man. Volume 2, number 1. I suppose, I don't know exactly how you say that. Here's Ultimate Origins number 1, part of the mini-series there. Here is number 33 of the Avengers Initiative with Moon Knight on the cover there. Really awesome cover. Here's a second printing of Howard the Duck #1, the first Gwenpool. This great hip-hop cover for Contest of Champions #1. Here is an issue of Arrow #1. I've been trying to collect this series. I already have #1, but of course I'm going to pick up another one for $1. And then I did not have issue #2, so I was able to get that for $1. Here's Edge of Spider-Verse issue 4. Here is over to Image Comics. Here's Astronauts in Trouble issue #1. Got Undertow issue #1, which I'm not sure what this is. Somehow I missed this when it came out, so I was able to grab that for $1. Here is the second printing of The Wicked, the Divine #1. Got another copy of 10 Grand #1 here. Here is what I guess is Sex Criminals issue 11, a polybag variant. If you hold on till the end of the video if you're 18 or older, and you stay till the end of the video, I'll pull this one out of the polybag and we'll see what artwork is on the cover. But please make sure you are 18 or older and wait till the end of the video. And I'll remember to go back over that one. Here's issue #1 of God Hates Astronauts. This was a cool one that I missed somehow. This is, or the cover's cool at least. This is Goners issue #1. Like the artwork there. And then here is Kevin Smith's run on Hit Girl. This is issue #2. And issue #3. Then we also got, sorry, I have to switch stools there. From Boom Studios, here is issue #6. This is the Unlocked Retailer variant for Faithless. So that's a variant cover for Faithless #6. Cool looking artwork. Can't remember who it is. Jay Lee? Maybe? I don't know. Also from Boom Studios, here's Strange Fruit #1. Here is Turncoat #1, also from Boom Studios. From Archie, Archie Madhouse presents the horror imprint. Here is Jughead the Hunger issue 11. There's that cover. And then there is this cover as well. From Aftershock, I don't know if you guys remember this series maybe 2 or 3 years ago. The Normals. I think it was a 4-part mini maybe. Somebody talked a while ago about this being optioned. I don't remember it being particularly exciting, but figured I'd grab another copy for $1. From Action Lab, here is Ghoul Scouts Night of the Living Undead #1. Source Point Press, here's Touching Evil #1. From Dark Horse, here's Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 10, issue 19. Really cool Incredible Hulk #1 homage. I like that cover a lot. I like some of the homage covers they were doing in the Buffy series then. Here is, I don't know if this is, yeah, this is Angel and Faith. Season 10, issue 16. Breakfast Club movie poster homage, whatever you say. And here is issue #18. This is a Clueless movie poster homage. From Amigo Comics, this is Call of the Suicide Forest. This is one, I remember this coming out, and I remember trying to pull it, but my shop didn't order any copies of it, and I never saw any anywhere, so I was kind of bummed out. Really wanted to check it out. I like some of the lore associated with this topic, but I never saw a copy anywhere, and then I saw it was in this dollar bin over at Hall of Comics or whatever their name is. So I picked that up. I was excited. I'm excited to read that one. I love The Twilight Zone. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. So even though these comics are usually pretty terrible, and this is from Now, this is number 1 of the Now comics, Twilight Zone. So there's that one, and then here is issue number 3, and it has a dinosaur on the cover, so double win. Here is a publisher I've never heard of, Rubber Chicken Comics. This is Rubber Chicken Comics Presents. From Icon, this is Criminal, The Last of the Innocent, an Ed Brubaker written book. So pick that up, why not? And then over to DC, I grabbed another copy of New Superman, issue number 1. Loved that series, I had a hole in my Black Canary run, so here is issue 4 of that. Grabbed a copy of this cover of the Jetsons number 1. Was really excited when I grabbed this. I have a few copies of this, and I don't know why. I always stash them away. I like the character a lot for some reason, but this is a really clean copy, and it was $1. You could probably find these in dollar bins, bigger shops, I'm sure, anyways. But this was Batman 43, the first appearance of Mr. Bloom. I will buy 100 copies of this book at $1 a piece, no problem. So feel like one day something will happen with Mr. Bloom, and I'll be happy that I grabbed it. From the New 52 run of Wonder Woman, here's issue 36. I already have it, but I just really like that cover a lot. It's a great Wonder Woman cover. Looks really, really good. This was a good run of Wonder Woman, so why not? Grabbed another copy of The Silencer, issue number 1. Another copy of Scooby Apocalypse number 1. Here's a copy of Raven number 1. And then last up, I have a copy of the DC imprint Young Animal. This is Mother Panic number 1. Have a few of these. I'll always pick this up if I see it for $1. So I don't remember the series being particularly that amazing or anything, but it's a number 1 DC book that could potentially, team up with Batman or do something with Batman later. So why not store it? And as promised, if you are too young for this, go ahead and tune out. But here is the unbagging of Sex Criminals, what I assume to be Volume 3, issue number 11, but we will see here when I open it. This has not been opened yet. So the cover will be a surprise to you and I. Wow, maybe. Looks like they were really worried about this one. It is double poly bagged. So I've never seen one like that. Double poly bagged and boarded. So here we go. There's that. I'm a little confused, but that's okay. I usually am. Maybe it's just polybagged for the content. I don't know, because the cover is very clean. You did not have to be 18 to look at this, but you are. So here you are. Here I am. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys still supporting the videos and the channel, even though I haven't been able to post really any content lately. Let me know what you guys have been doing. Let me know if you're still getting any comics, if you're worried about that kind of thing or not, what you guys have been up to. And I thank you guys so very much for tuning in and checking out my video. Hopefully it brings a little bit back of normal comic book life into your life where we're worrying about stupid COVID-19, and hopefully it's gone soon. Hopefully none of you guys have been affected or your families. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.